I am Tracy Cram Perkins. I am the author of Dementia Home Care, How to Prepare Before, During, and After. I am also the host of the Dementia Home Care show on USA Global TV and radio. I was born in Tacoma. I grew up for the first 10 years in Lakewood, and then I had a miracle happen. My parents moved their store from Lakewood out to University Place. We moved to UP, and it was life-changing. I didn't have a traditional path for writing. I just happened to write. I probably got in trouble for writing on the walls one time and had to stop doing that because I couldn't find any pens until they were above my head size. But what really happened is I had just all sorts of whatever my curiosity was, I would follow that path. So I did all sorts of odd jobs. I just did really different things. I found dementia to be a confusing term. And what I discovered was dementia is a symptom. It is a broadband symptom. It is not a disease, but there are several diseases that are joined on that spectrum that are diseases, but have a dementia component. Alzheimer's disease obviously is the largest real estate on that spectrum, but dementia is one of the symptoms. When I first started caring for my dad, I read 30 books on Alzheimer's care. I would find only a little tidbit here that was practical, only a little tidbit there that was practical. And then when something would happen and he would be melting down and I could remember reading about it, but I couldn't remember the details and I wanted to look it back up and I couldn't find it, I was getting frustrated because then like 2 weeks later when I was trying to find something else, I'd find that previous answer. So I started having to log it down to keep track of where those things were, and I made myself a little binder and just started keeping track of the things that helped me, because there was not a practical guide out there. And there are days when I just wanted something that was simple that said, you want 1% milk, not whole milk. I wanted something that simple. And so that's why I wrote my book the way I did, because I knew I couldn't be the only one that was going through this and finding that I was too tired to be able to focus because I'd been up half the night because my dad was coming to the door, calling my name every 30 minutes or less, going, Tracy, 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 I need help, because something scared him. And then I'd get him settled back down and he'd be back. I mean, that would go on for months. It was not easy. There's so many different things that can happen. And if you don't know how to calm that or how to redirect them or make them feel safe, what do? I mean, you go insane. So I needed something, and I thought, I can't keep this to myself. And I was talking to my dad, and he's going, well, no, you can talk about this, because he was just this open, loving, caring guy, and just very congenial, and talked to everybody, and thought he knew everybody, and so it was just, he was okay with it. So it was kind of permission to give me permission to write the book. I was butting heads with my dad all the time, and when my husband said, Tracy, lighten up, you're better than this, you know you can do this. And when we started laughing together, my dad started having fun. I started having fun. It was easier to work with him. And then I realized, okay, laughter is very therapeutic. A lot of people don't talk about how laughter is therapeutic. I now teach it as a self-care method because you can do instant gratification self-care. And I put the humor in the book. It's not to be demeaning. It is just to make you smile and go, okay, I can do this. And understand that there's somebody there with you holding your hand, even though I'm not there. I mean, you just need to give yourself permission to laugh. And most of us don't. We're grieving so hard. It's this ambiguous loss that we can't deal with. We don't know why we feel this way. And it's just take a moment, laugh, and breathe. For those people that don't have time to read, it's got a great audiobook, and it comes with a PDF file so that you can look at the back matter without having to have the solid book. Secondly, there's over 130 resources in that book to cover everything from diagnosis to death, so that you know where to look for some places. Now, I understand that websites come and go. I have a website with a resources page. Check that regularly because I update it regularly with the current resources. So I just want to make sure that you have the resources to be able to get through and survive.